Dilhara Sivalingam once had a successful career managing multi-million-dollar contracts for government agencies, but she hasn't had a permanent job since 2021 and has been out of paid work since October.
I'm actually following up on your phone call to me earlier yesterday afternoon.
The 49-year-old says the search for employment has become too controlled by AI, with the application process almost like online dating.
I feel like I'm playing the Tinder of recruitment. And I feel like when I submit an application and cross my fingers and look at my laptop, I feel like on the other side of that laptop, someone's going swipe left, swipe left, swipe left. Too expensive, too experienced, don't like her name.
My absolute favourite is may the best days of your past be the worst days of your future.
She's applied for hundreds of jobs and is trying to refocus her efforts by writing positive messages daily. But the reality is bleak.
I have depleted all my savings. I borrowed money from family to keep me going. But at the end of this month, end of February, I have to ring the bank and say I can't afford my home.
But there may be some hope. 44,000 jobs were added to the economy in January, all full-time roles, mainly filled by women. Female workers also made up the bulk of 23,400 people joining the jobless queue, with some waiting to start new roles. More people decided to look for or find work, pushing the participation rate to a record high. All this meant the unemployment rate ticked up to 4.1%.
As households have found themselves under greater financial pressure, more women have returned to work and more women are working full-time.
But the jobs market could get tougher.
It is reasonable to expect that in the months ahead, with the sort of uncertain global conditions, it's possible that we may see a further slight increase in unemployment.
A number of fashion brands have collapsed and more employers are axing staff. Westpac has just announced 190 job losses and thousands could go in Victoria's public sector in the coming weeks. But recruiters say the latest interest rate cut has provided a silver lining.
I think a lot of people have actually structured their lives in line with what the rates are now, so they'll free up a bit more cash, provide more confidence into the community and into the economy, and hopefully push businesses forward.
The strength of the labour market is probably the one thing that's holding the Reserve Bank from doing more in terms of cutting rates. Reasonably speaking, we could expect another 1 or 2 rate cuts this year, but we may well see more.
Dilhara's hoping she'll find a job soon, but says she rarely gets feedback from recruiters when she misses out.
For me, it's a numbers game to put an application in. For them, it's a numbers game to just recruit and meet their targets. So I find it really, the whole process really unfair, heartbreaking in a lot of instances.
It's a struggle more workers could face in what's lining up to be a more challenging jobs market.